Namaste to all, and today I'm here with an interesting topic that is tourist turn to be a monk. Okay, so I do have a tourist who turn to be a monk here. So each one of us have got a call. So that call is called as it is called as a primary call. So what is that primary call? Is you and me. Maybe we are lay persons. We are called to serve God, maybe in a different way. So there is another call that is called as a spiritual call. So this call, it is called as a divine call as well. This call was answered by Gautama Buddha for the first time, and Buddha means it's an enlightenment. So now here we have a foreign monk here in Siem Reap, Cambodia. So by looking at him in this place, it was kind of a surprise and a kind of a shocking, a foreign person in a Buddhist pagoda. So just I wanted to have an interview with him. So and welcome all of you and Monk Raj. So it's a welcome for you for the interview. And we do have the Master Monk here.
The second leader
Yes.
of this Kesararam Pagoda.
The second leader of the Kesararam
And
Pagoda.
also my master who teaches me meditation every day, 4 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's a great. So here, so welcome to you, Monk.
Yeah.
So now my first question to you, Monk Raj, is
Yes,
can you
sir.
please just introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi audience, my name is Raja Mohan. I'm Indian Malaysian, like you know how Africans are born in America and they're called African Americans. I'm an Indian who was born in Malaysia. I'm a proud Malaysian. I love my country. So I decided to travel and I found my calling over here in Cambodia. It is a beautiful country. If anybody has an opportunity to visit this country, please do come. It's amazing. They have great people here, well-loving people, friendly people. Thank you.
Yes, of course. The country is very friendly, and you can see our monk very much friendly, and he is very much happy to give us an interview. And that's a great gesture of the people, and it's a greatest example. Now, could you please tell me what made you not to ignore the divine call? I mean to say, so how did you get or how did you sense this divine call?
I would say I was just traveling around. I did not have it in my mind to actually become a monk. What happened is that I visited Angkor Wat, and during the time I was already having a few thoughts in my mind. And while I was walking, the tour guide told me Jayavarman the Seventh, he built a pagoda for his father and mother, which made me think, what have I done for my family? So the least I could do was to pray for my family and pray for myself and actually try to understand why I'm here, what is the real purpose. And I would like to thank the Grand Master of this pagoda as well for giving me an opportunity to find myself here. Thank you.
So that's a great experience. How did you get into a monkhood? Because a foreigner just getting into monkhood is not an easy task. So how did you get into this monkhood?
Yes, to be honest, I just told one of the tuk-tuk riders that I want to become a monk, and they looked me at from top to bottom. Then they asked me, "Are you sure?" I said yes. And then he said, "Okay, you look like a nice guy. I will help you." So we went to a few places. I guess I was destined to be here. The Grandmaster asked me, "Why do you want to become?" I gave him the exact same answer. I want to pray for my family and I want a better future for myself, so I want to pray for myself as well. So he said, "Okay, sure. Are you sure you don't want to become a monk tomorrow?" I said, "Master, please allow me to become a monk today." Then he said, "Okay, go shave your head, come into the pagoda." And he did some prayers which inaugurated me as a monk. Once again, I'm very thankful for that. I've been here for 2 weeks. I'm taking one step at a time, just like my master now here taught me, Raj, one step at a time. So learning how to meditate, learning how to read Khmer a little bit, learning how to read Dharma in Khmer a little bit. A very slow progress is going on, but definitely there is a progress which is in progress.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
now I would like to ask you, how was your first day at the pagoda? Because you're a foreigner, you just get into a thought to becoming a monk, and you just get into and became a monk. And how was your first day in the pagoda?
Buddhism is not something different for me. Buddhism is all around the world, I would say that. And I've known that since I was a young boy, that such a religion exists. I'm familiar with it, so I knew roughly what a monk would go through. So the first day when I come here, no, I was not scared because I was given approval by the master. I was accepted like a family member into this pagoda. There are approximately 70 to 80 monks here. Everyone shows me love. The kind of love which I can assure you sometimes even outside there, we are not sure whether we can find it or not. They are very helpful, and once again I'm very thankful. That's the feeling I have all the time when I'm here. I would particularly notice that I was a little bit hungry, and I told the monk it was my first day. He told me, Raj, we cannot eat, but you know what? I will bring for you a drink. He ran as fast as possible he could. He came back, he gave me a bottle of milk and he said, Raj, please have this and get some rest. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. And I appreciated that.
That's good. And so my question is, did you feel scared because this pagoda is almost covered with stupas?
Well, Mr. Aruna, once again, to be honest, when I walked into the place and I saw skulls, I was a little bit agitated. But then I was looking at the pagoda itself, and they have beautiful paintings of Buddha there. And where there is goodness, there will be evil. Where there is evil, goodness will always prevail. So having that said, I believe in God more than I believe in ghosts. So I believe the God's power is way much more powerful. So slowly I put myself to sleep saying that nothing is going to happen. Even if the God comes, I guess we will do some chanting or ask help from the master, like, Master, there is a ghost, can you chase it away for me?
Could you just enlighten us with that word, monk? So, is there negative energy? I'm sorry,
Definitely not.
This was not in our question or in an interview, but still, I just want to, out of curiosity, I'm just asking: is there negative energy which will bother or hinder the life of people?
Yeah. But for some people they are afraid, but for almost the monk they don't afraid with the stupa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And around this is my personal experience. I've never sensed, even for a single second, there is any negative energy roaming around. The only energy that I sense is a lot of positive vibes. It's
Yeah,
very
true.
calming and very relaxing.
True. So just as soon as you enter any pagodas in anywhere, it brings you a lot of peace in here. So can you just tell me, are you missing something as a monk here? Is there something that you are missing really?
To be honest, Mr. Aruna, a lot of monks here that I've noticed, they are monks since young. So as for me, I've experienced a lot of things outside there. I've done some good, maybe I've done some bad, I don't know, that is my karma, which I'll face someday. But to be honest, I do not miss anything from the outside world. Because I came here looking for peace and serenity, and I found it.
Were you
Getting
able
it.
to get or reach that serenity?
So definitely, it's gonna take a lot of reading, understanding. So I haven't reached there yet, but the feeling is already there.
Okay, so now
I
could
would
you
miss my family, definitely family.
families,
Yeah,
all the
my
monks
mom
will
and dad, yeah.
miss that, yeah. So now could you tell me what are the major changes that you found within yourself as a monk?
It's been 2 weeks, but I will tell you that I've had problems with addiction before this. You see, like I've tried reading some books and everything. I've tried self-control. I'm not sure about other people. For me, it did not work. So, ever since I joined into this monastery, I've been able to control, and I believe that once I leave this place in another 3 months' time, I will be a different person, a better person, that's for sure. So there was alcohol included, cigarettes were included. It was very difficult for me to go to sleep as I had anxiety and insomnia as well. Even on the first day when I walked into this place, I could sleep peacefully even without thinking about any of those things. So it is a very good progress for me in these 15 to 16 days me being here. Even I am surprised that I am capable of doing all that. And I believe that is because of the love, the treatment and energy that I'm getting around from this pagoda.
It's really great. Yeah. And how long will you be here?
This is an interesting story. When I approached the Grand Master, I was on tourist visa. So I told Master, I'm having all these thoughts, thinkings, and I want to pray for my family. Can I please stay here for 7 days? He looked at me, top to bottom. He was like, okay, this tourist, let's just give him, make him happy a little bit. 7 days. Okay, he said, okay, you can stay. And after realizing that 7 days is not enough for me to discover myself, for me to be a better person in my life, for me to rebuild myself, I made a decision that I would like to stay for another 2 months to 3 months. But I was wondering how would I go and explain to my master. But I made myself brave. I went to him because he's a great monk, he's a great teacher with a lot of positive vibes in him. So I went to him, I was like, Master, can I stay? He said, yes, Raj, I have no problem. We follow all the rules that we put up here. And we are happy to have you here. But you are on tourist visa. So I said, Master, is there any help? He said, yes, you go and try to negotiate with the immigration. I literally went to the immigration. They said, your purpose here is good and we are ready to help if you would get a business visa for yourself. I said, yes, if it's business visa or student visa, I wouldn't mind getting it, because if you want to do something, and especially something good, you might as well start doing it in the right way. So I got a legitimate visa for myself, which I extended for 3 months. And yeah, I'm here happily now. So I will be here for 3 months, but I'm also intending to stay in Cambodia for long term, perhaps find a job or something like that. But for now, I would like to focus in my meditation and to learn a little bit of Dharma. If not everything, just a little bit that will make me happy.
Okay, so as a young and energetic person, how do you spend your day in the pagoda?
For me, basically they give me all the privilege. I wouldn't say privilege, they give me the freedom. Once again, I came here with my own will and they acknowledge that. So they say, Raj, in order for you to find yourself, you can do what makes you happy. If you want to walk, please walk. If you want to sit, please sit. And if you want to get to know the monks, please get to know. So I do all of that. But right now I have a small schedule. It is not a must do. Once again, it is you can do if you want to. It's to wake up at 3:30 and go for meditation at 4. Master here is the one that is assisting me every day. So I follow him, and then 6 o'clock there's a bell over there. The bell rings. When the bell rings, you already know that we are supposed to assemble inside the pagoda so that we can all monks sit together and have our breakfast. At 7 o'clock it ends. Student monks, they go to their universities and high schools and secondary schools. As for me, I will go back to my room, and sometimes I do take care of my room, like keep it clean and everything. And sometimes I get some good rest because the meditation has already occurred early in the morning. Right way after that, it is the breakfast. Then rest. 11 o'clock there will be another bell. That is our lunch. The first day, second day, I was a little bit shy to eat, but nowadays I'm not. I eat as much as I can because that is the last meal, and they really have good food here. So after the meal, rest again. 2 o'clock we will go meditate again. I will be following Master now, meditate again. Come back after that. We are free. So they allow me. If you want to read a book, you can read a book. If you want to use your phone, you can use your phone. But just make sure it's educational, because we are here because we want to learn something, right? So it's educational. And I've learned two paragraphs of Dharma in Khmer language, which I'm trying to like get the words right. So sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I will open the book and I will go through it, and hopefully I will get it as soon as possible, so that after completing that I can move on to maybe another two paragraphs. So like that, and then I go to bed as early as 10:30, sometimes 11, so that I can wake up at 3:30.
So I like to interrupt Master here. Master, is it very easy to do a meditation? I mean to say, can anyone just get into a meditation mode, or is it difficult to control the mind?
Yeah, so anyone can do meditation, but you have to like humble. But the first step is not easy. When we look outside, just sit and to try to know your breath. But when you practice, it's not easy.
And how do I throw out the thoughts that arises?
Yeah, our mind when we just sit and be overthinking, but we try to control, to just keep mind in your nose and to know the breathe in and just breathe out. Look easy, but not
So
really
easy, truly. So now my question for you is, Monk Raj, so could you please tell me how are you feeling as a monk? You were a lay person earlier, now you
Yes.
are a monk. So there is a great difference between being a lay person and as well as a monk. How are you feeling now?
As a monk, I chose this. It was not forced upon me. So like what Master said just now, if you love something, you will be able to do it. But if you do not understand the concept, or you do not know what you are getting yourself into, you might have trouble liking it or loving it. So having that said, I'm actually enjoying every single moment of myself being monk. I'm not saying that being a layman is not good. It's just that I've been a layman, I've been a working person before in my life, and the amount of stress a normal human being is facing in this century is, for me, I'm not going to include everyone. For me, I think it's quite harsh on them. Like from the time you wake up, you have to travel to your workplace, and then there'll be stress in your workplace. After that, you have to deal with the jam. Then you have to come back to house, and God knows if you are married or not married, and what you're going to go through on that day. So it's very very stressful, even for me as I'm single. So I was thinking I need a getaway, I need an escape. If I continue this for another 25 to 30 years, will I be happy with my life? And then all that question started arising. So that was when I took a break from all of it and became a monk, and I'm really very happy. And this pagoda, I think I'm destined. This is the best I could ask for.
Okay, so I have seen you in a social media as a jolly person. So can you just compare and tell me which life is good? Life outside is good, or life inside the pagoda is good?
In these 2 weeks, I would not claim this, but so far my understanding is that Buddhism is a way of life. It teaches you to do good things in life. Previously, without all this understanding and everything, like I said, I may have made some mistakes in my life. I may have done some good things in my life. But after learning Buddhism, I would like to apply this in my upcoming lives. So the thing is that yes, there are perks of being a normal person, a lay person outside that, where you get all the freedom. But if you do not know how to control that freedom, the freedom controls you. So to a certain extent, I believe that the freedom controlled me as well. So I would like to apply what I've learned here for the rest of my life. Rest of my life outside that, so that I will be able to control myself and my freedom as well.
Okay, so now my last question for you is, what are your message to the young generation that is coming up?
Mr. Aruna, nobody deserves to suffer. Everyone deserves to be happy. That's what I would pray for.
So it's a great honor having a master monk and as well as a foreign monk, and interview. It was a great time.
It's our pleasure because you took the time to actually interview us. Thank you.
It's really great, and viewers would be very happy to listen to you. And thank you very much.